I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that
Josh
song.
Pacole, member for 2 months. What happened with your hearing? Okay. Let me... Let me do this a little bit. I am under a gag order on the hearing. All of the parties are under a gag order. It is not, everything about the hearing is not under gag order, but certain specific things about it are under a gag order. Let all of us worry about that, and the court will worry about us. I'm not going to get into the details of everything. It doesn't really matter, but I can't say too much other than procedurally where we're at. Procedurally, we are done with the collection of evidence. Both sides have rested, and now there is an 11 fucking week briefing schedule to close this out. Somebody put a bullet in me. August 21st, we will finish briefing this restraining order, and then the judge has 30 days to rule after that. It's unreal. I can't express to you enough. Here's how restraining order hearings go. They're an hour long. That's it. And the judge rules right there. That's all that needs to happen. This restraining order hearing when you combine both hearings, is something like 7 to 9 hours long for no reason, really. Like, eventually the transcripts will be released, I would think. But you'll see then. I can't really talk about anything other than the procedure of it. I will say this. If you go watch This Little Piggy, which was on Friday, right after the hearing, pretty much, it was on the Who Are These Podcasts channel. Who Are These Podcasts, which is Carl Hamburger, or whatever. And he also had Moody and Pretty Antisocial. If you're in the Dabbleverse, you probably know who these people are. If you're not, you should call your, like, congressman and say thank you. But yeah, if you go watch that, there was a reporter in the courtroom who took notes, and you can hear all of the funny things I did, but I can't tell you about them, which does not make sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. It's a direct infringement of my First Amendment rights to talk about this. The sequestration order originally was there to prevent the witnesses from talking to and potentially tainting, giggity, the other witnesses in the case. So that was the purpose of the sequestration order at the onset, the judge said. The other party maybe thought it was for a different purpose, but I'm not sure I can talk about that either. Needless to say, I have announced this, and this is okay for me to announce this. This didn't happen in court at all. I am charging my lawyer to reach out to the other parties, which would be Patrick Melton and Aaron Imholt, and ask them to agree with my very brilliant idea to lift the sequestration order so it can be talked about. Since there is no more collection of evidence, there is no more compelling government interest that outweighs the interest of the public to have access to what happened and the interest of the parties in their own First Amendment rights. So I think the sequestration order should be lifted, but until it is, I can't really talk about it. But to me, being restrained, like, I have been under this sequestration order since August of last year, and it will carry into September of this year if it's not lifted. It'll be over a year that I will have had my First Amendment right to speak about my own experiences prior restrained in gross violation. Like, we didn't challenge the order before because we wanted the judge to give us a fair shot. If you start challenging everything the judge does, you can piss him off. I would never piss off a judge. I would never almost be held in contempt of court. Like, that would never have happened. So don't listen to anything you hear. But yeah, if you go listen to This Little Piggy, you can hear a reporter. He went by the alias Boots on the Ground. It is not me. There was some speculation that it was me. That's ludicrous. The guy, you could see the guy. He's the guy who's reported on multiple of these hearings. But anyway, he was there and he gave, I believe it was him. He gave his perspective on what happened in court. And what maybe we could see. I don't know. I don't know if I can play someone else's. This whole thing is dumb. This whole thing doesn't make any sense, and I hate it. Again, it's very improper at this point. Restrained and gagged. Right, and I'm usually the one doing that, so. Is it okay to piss off a judge outside of court? Yes. Also okay to piss on a judge outside of court. That is legal advice. You should follow it. Never Zen Jen says, why not? It's already out there. I agree with you, but I am ordered not to. So until that order is dealt with, like, I don't want to do things in reverse. Like, I don't want to get a contempt charge and then fight the constitutionality of the order. I'd rather get the order lifted and avoid the contempt charge, personally.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.